Let's make Nana Aquado's corset top together.
Hi fashion family, welcome to my channel. It's a full package fashion tutor here, Nigella. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how I'm going to be transforming my contoured bodice block into this Nana Aquados corset top. Look at it. I saw it on our page and I really love it, so I said I am going to recreate it. So I'm recreating it with this beautiful um Mikado fabric here. So I've drafted my pattern already to the contoured level. So I'm just going to convert it into a corset and then style it, redesign it to get the style. In case you do not know how to draft a bodice block, you should check my page to see other videos on how to draft the bodies block and the contoured bodies as well, so that you understand this better, because here I teach me pattern drafting and you might not understand this video if you don't have the knowledge of the basics. Okay, yeah, so that. So yeah, let's get started.
Now to start with, I'll be starting with the black cup, and I went ahead to check the picture again so I can understand the style line. You can see that the black cup has a V shape and the V is ending around the bust apex region, heading towards the mid of the arm, and I want to replicate exactly that. So I went ahead to do my overbust tightening. You divide half of what is in between that darts on both sides of the dart legs, and then you reconnect to the bust point like I am doing here. So if you have 1 inch, that means you have half of an inch on both sides of the dart legs. Then you close them together just exactly as I am doing here, and then you secure it with paper tape. After which I can now go ahead and draw the style lines, whatever style line you have here, maybe sweetheart, straight across, V. After pinning the dart legs together, you can now go ahead and do that. So I'm starting the curve from the mid of the arm towards the center front. Okay, so I use my curve ruler as a guide. Sometimes the curve ruler will not give you exactly what you want, but at least it will be a very good guide. So it stop around the bust point, and then there is a curve towards the under bust from exactly that point. So there is no space between both breasts, they are joined together at the center. And then I went ahead to curve the side upward a little bit from the under bust, so I can have that rounded shape for my cup. Then I connected it to the under bust. So yeah, then we can now proceed. So the upper part is not needed. I'm going to be cutting it over, as you can see on the real dress itself. Every other part, so that line is going to be cut. Yeah, the armhole part is going to be cut. The over bust, I'm going to cut it. So after this, I went ahead to bring down my waistline by 1 inch. Okay, I brought it down by 1 inch because I want the underbust to be really underbust corsets. I mean the torso to be really long. So from there I went down by 6 inches at the side. Let's do the outward extension first. So from the side curve of the hip, I went out by 3 inches. Coming down by 6 inches, I went out by 3 inches and reconnected it. So you can say 6 inches downward and then 3 inches outward. You can make it as curvy as you want, but this is just the moderate one for me, I think. Then I connected it downward towards the hip, not exactly on the hip point. I came down about I think 7 to 8 inches. So I decided to reshape the curve. I wasn't having it. So yeah, I think I was able to work with the new curve I have here. So you can see that it's extending into the back, but do not worry. I'm going to attach another paper when I'm cutting the back. So now I went ahead to cut the edges of the style line for the front. I raised my overbust upward a little bit. I just felt like that place was looking too flat. So I raised it and then cut the waist. There's going to be joining on the waist, of course. And then I closed the darts legs that is not useful on the front lower piece so that I can shape the hem of, the corset perfectly, just to have the same style line, the one on the one Nana has on. Then I open up the bra cup again just to do the alignment. There is a way I align my corset cup, especially for busty people, so that the line can centralize. So I move it to the left towards the side front by half of an inch. If your cup is already centralized, one side is not looking too big than the other, you might not need to do this. So once I move it to the left, I reconnect the curves towards the over bust and then the under bust again. So that's the line I will go ahead and cut now. Okay, so I went ahead to fold them, the edges over together again to ensure that the over bust still blends very well. Because sometimes when you do curves like this, the edge will fold inward, it will have this kind of like W shape. It shouldn't come out nice, or one will be longer than the other. So I needed to have it blended. We call it truing. So I went ahead to fold the darts, okay, of the waist area so I can shape or blend my under bust perfectly. I don't want it to have that, uneven shape as well when I finish cutting it. Yeah. Then I kind of like put a mark there so I can notch that part of the under bust so that when I'm joining them, the cup to the under bust they can align. So I am highlighting the line on the uh, bust line now, the corset, the line I'm going to be cutting. So I went ahead to cut it, and yeah, that's it. So this way the bust points will not be looking awkward. Everything will look centralized. One side will not be too bigger than the other. Yeah. So after this, I now realized that I think the bra cup on Nana has 3 pieces cup. It's 3 pieces and not just 2 pieces. So I went ahead to bring the 2 pieces together, and you see here I was showing you how I'm going to divide it into three. One, the two at the top will become one piece, and then there will be 2 pieces downward. So I secure this with my paper tape. I try to align it very well here, and then I went ahead to give it the 3 pieces uh type of cup shape. At this point, you can shape it as you desire, whatever shape you want to give it, you know. Then I went ahead to cut. So at this point, I know that there could be confusion while sewing. So it is very important that you label your cup when you have 3 pieces, one, two, and three. Then I drew arrows that indicate where all of them are meeting. Okay, so that's that. And labeling the paper is not enough. So I went ahead to label which one is the under bust and which one is the top. So yeah, and then which one is the side. So I indicated how many pieces should be cut. Two pieces in case I'm not the one working with the pattern. But of course, for this classic, I'm the one working with it. But in case you're cutting for maybe you have a tailor, ensure you label your pattern paper. So now I moved to the back, added more paper so that I can also do the extension for the hip area. The back has no much work in it, unlike the front. So I went ahead to use the pattern piece for the front to shape that of the back. Here I was almost forgetting that I lowered the waist by one. So I went ahead to do that, brought it down by 1 inch to have a longer torso. Then I shape the side out. And that's it. So for the lower parts, okay, because I'm going to cut it, detach it from the waist. Because of there's a dart on the waistline already, I will need to fold that dart for the lower part, fold it away because I don't need that dart on that lower part. So I will divide it, I'll fold the dart and then cut it out. I only need the dart for the upper part, I don't need it for the lower part. Yeah, there we have it. Yeah, so that's it. So now I can unfold the dart for the upper parts. I went ahead to label so I don't mix them up. So after unfolding the darts, I drew the style line for the back, came down a little bit from the bust, the back bust, and then created a curve there. Now I want to do the back opening. I'm having a loop and lace closure. I mean eyelet and lace closure rather, basically the crisscross design. So I took in 1.5 inches there, and then I brought back the lower part of the back. I coupled it with it so that I can shape the center back together with it. So there's going to be an opening. For me, I would have preferred that this dress has a zipper. Yeah, but I can't see. I couldn't see what the back of the dress looked like. So I'm left with the option of choosing any type of closure I want. So this time I'm choosing the loop, the eyelet and lace closure all through. So I took 1.5 from the top, and then from the base of the corset I took 1 inch and then connected them together. So that's going to be an opening, and it will also help us in tightening the corset very well. So if you want, you can do zipper, and if you still want the corset effect to be very more, if you want more tightening on the waist, you can do an inner corset and shaping your waist more, tighten it more. For me, I just took 2 inches of my measurements. Don't want it to be too tight. Then I went ahead to label the pattern pieces. It's very important. Half inch on all the sides, and yeah, on all the joining the same side, and the side seam has 1 inch. Every other part has half inch. For the lower parts, half inch all through except the side again. I actually needed just half there, but since I wanted to rhyme with the upper part, I went ahead to add 1 inch. Then I might later trim the excess off. So cut two pieces. You need two pieces for this one since it's not on fold. Then this is for the front. The center front, of course, is going to be on fold. We didn't cut anything off, remember. Waistline half, the aim, and then the side I did 1 inch. So now my cup pieces, half inch all through except the side that carries the side seam. It's together with the side seam. We didn't carve out the bra cup. It's together with the side, and it's also entering the armhole. So half inch all over that point. And don't forget the intersection of the top cup piece with the side cup piece. So you notch it on your fabric. Intersection is a point where it joins the one underneath. Yeah. So we're cutting two pieces for each of them except those of the center front. Though of course I use the same fabric for my lining, So it was 4 pieces for all of them at the end of the day, and then 2 pieces for the ones on fold. The one on fold, yes, 2 pieces. Now here is me trying to arrange the pattern pieces to see if it looks like what we are making, and of course it sure look like it. So I want you guys to draft your pattern, go ahead and label them and try out this dress. Let me see your result. I'll try to be creating the sewing video. Hopefully that will be my next video. See you guys. And when you make this corset top, rock your own and send it to me. Thank you. I will see you in my next video. And please, 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 I'm begging you, do not forget to give this video a thumb up, share it, and then click the red button to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next class. I remain your full package fashion teacher, Fumidela. Bye.